Good evening. I'm Socrates Garrett, and we're broadcasting live from right here in Jackson, Mississippi, the heart of the Deep South, right here in the African-American-owned broadcasting studio. We believe digital.com, our own platform. And so it's critically important that in the African-American community, we control the narrative. I look forward to receiving opportunities to show and advertise your products for goods and services and to move your brand along in this community. We're broadcasting live on Facebook. When We Believe Digital Podcast, go to Roku and download our app, and We Believe Global, with shows like this to bring articulate, intelligent conversations and dialogue to our platform. So I'm here to continue sounding the alarm. This is how the South is going to rise again. Good evening, and welcome to Socrates Garrett Live. We're broadcasting live from right here in Jackson, Mississippi, in the heart of the deep, deep South. We had a rough time here in Jackson, Mississippi last night. The storms rolled through and just blew down trees and rooftops, and it just seems like we're just bombarded with difficult weather, but I'm praying that everybody is okay today. I have not heard of any fatalities here in the Jackson area, but we do know there was a tremendous amount of damage all across the South. And to all of those of you that have been calling to check on us to see how we're doing down here, we appreciate that very much. Now, as always, if you're watching us on YouTube, we want you to share this program with your friends and family. We want you to subscribe to the program. We're in the middle of a subscription campaign, and we need your support. It's critically important that black media have an opportunity to chronicle and archive the things that are happening in our ethnic group. It's really important. That's how history got misplaced in the beginning, that the others were writing and rewriting history. And sometimes history is just referred to as whatever 2 or 3 men agreed upon, and then that becomes your history. And we cannot allow that to continue to happen. We've done some marvelous things. We've had some significant accomplishments and achievements, and we ought to be celebrating our ancestors for the efforts and the things that they were able to get done in the most difficult times. Now, it's a little bit difficult here right now in Jackson, Mississippi, because we're in the poorest state in the nation, and we're in the 2nd Congressional District, which happens to be the poorest district in the entire country. And so we got to fight our way through this. We got to fight our way through this with effective leadership, with visionary leadership, with those that have a passion for what's really going on. And how do we make a change? Now, we make that change by implementing sound practices and principles that have worked in other places. Montgomery, Alabama, for example, used to be a second-class city compared to Jackson, Mississippi. But if you go down to Montgomery now, you'll see that it's a pristine city. It's clean, it's vibrant, and it's growing. If you go into Birmingham, it's vibrant and it's growing. And these cities have African-American leadership, so it's nothing different there. Birmingham is led by an African-American, and so is Jackson, Mississippi, led by an African-American. So it's not in the ability of the leaders, it is the willingness of our community to work together. Now, many of us have talked about the deprivation, the starving of Jackson from resources that's critically important for its survival. We've talked about that time and time again. And yes, our legislature wants to take things from Jackson, like its water department, and create a water authority that's controlled by 9 members. And our city doesn't even have any representation on the authority. 5 appointed by the governor and 4 appointed by the lieutenant governor. What a disgrace and a shame. for you to be bold enough to walk into a city that's chartered like any other city in America, and decide that you're just going to take over that asset and not give the city any representation. That is ludicrous. That's ridiculous. That's backwards. That's not the kind of leadership that we need moving forward. And so we're going to continue to bring you information as it relates to what's going on in Jackson. Now, this is going to be a very short presentation this afternoon. We're working through some technical things, and as soon as we get that corrected, we'll be back with our routine starting very shortly. So I want to thank all of you for watching this evening. Stay tuned to We Believe Digital. Stay tuned to Socrates Garrett Live and Organized, Don't Criticize by Dr. Henderson, and with breaking news with Sizzling Mississippi with Christopher Young. Those shows are going to be paramount in bringing you the information that you can use. So until we meet again, I want you to stay safe and good evening.
Socrates Garrett ENT.com is a diversified firm specializing in recycled aggregates and crushed concrete. Socrates Garrett ENT.com's recycled materials provide the construction industry with significant economic and environmental benefits by recycling clean concrete rubble into M.grade rock materials. Recycled aggregates